Hello, Brian. This is the vernier force sensor, and I have it clamped down in one of these 3-finger clamps. I have provided 2 of these clamps already stuck to a vertical bar on a stand that you can carry around with you, or your students can carry into the elevator if they want. This is how I put the sensor on the clamp. You can clamp down on the sensor finger like that, or you could clamp the clamp itself onto the sensor like that to immobilize that if you want. And I haven't provided any masses because I don't think it's critical exactly how much mass you put on here. If you're going to put a small object, switch to 10 newtons. If you're going to put something that's more than a few pounds on, I don't think you want to do that, but if you do, switch to 50 newtons, okay? Now, I am going to put my keys on here. Here's some keys, and I'm just going to put them on there like that. And I'm going to hope that I can sense the differences in acceleration that these keys are experiencing. I'm not sure if there's going to be motion here that's going to ruin that. It's going to absorb the changes in acceleration or not, but I think it might be worth an experiment for those students who don't want to use the scale, I suppose. Now, of course, the vernier force sensor needs to be plugged into one of the 3 analog ports of the vernier handheld interface, right? So here, let me show you. Here we are. So this is the vernier handheld interface, and just like the old force platform and the Pasco Blue GLX machine in the other video, you can press the play button here. This screen can adjust itself to be landscape if you want it, and if you had the patience to wait for it. It's a very old device, so you know it's going to take a long time to charge it before you take it out to the elevator, and it's also going to take a long time to boot when you turn it on. Turning it on with this power button right here, it takes a very long time to boot. This is a Linux computer, and it's quite old. Now, let's see, the play button is here. There's also a physical play button if you prefer physical buttons there. And just like on the GLX, you can stop the data collection when you want. You know, this stopped by itself, and it auto-scaled by itself, and there was no change in acceleration, so these oscillations are just the vibrations in the room, and they're very minute. But, you know, that was only how many seconds? 10 seconds of data collection. So I need to show you how to change the parameters. I mean, how to let the machine, let the, what is this called? The LabQuest 2 box. Let the LabQuest 2 collect data for more time, right? So here's how you would do that. You go to the home button, the LabQuest app, right? So, oh, you know what? I have to actually, this is a touch screen, so I'm going to touch the, oops, touch something wrong. Okay. So I'm going to touch the, you see that analog dial there? I'm going to touch the dial there. Okay. It's not a capacitive touch, it's a resistive touch, so I'm going to pull out the stylus and get some more precise touching here. Okay, right, so once I'm on the analog, once I'm on the immediate sensor display here, not the graph, I can change the duration by using the stylus and pressing on duration, and I can change this to whatever I want it to be. All right, so I want an elevator chip. I think I'm going to collect for 120 seconds, or maybe 300 seconds. All right, so I'm going to 300 seconds. 5 minutes? Okay, 5 minutes is too long for an elevator chip, so I'll just say 2.5 minutes. Okay. That's not 2.5 minutes, sorry. I needed to say 2.5 minutes. What's 300 was 5 minutes, so 150. 150. Is my math wrong? I'm not sure. Okay. So So I'm going to collect for 150 seconds, and then I'm going to press the play button. I'm going to choose the physical button this time. All right. And now there it is. It is collecting data. It has scaled itself from the last run, so that's why it's collecting all these great vibrations. Let me see if I can reach over there and knock the keys a little bit with my hand. Okay, so I just tugged on the keys a little bit. All right, and then I got a nice spike there. I'm going to stop collection now. So press the stop button. It auto scales by itself there, and just like on the GLX, you can move the cursor around. It's easier here because it's a touch screen, so you can just touch the screen wherever you want, and it will snap to your curve, and you could see that this is the y-axis here. That's 12.94 newtons, and over here, snap to that part, that's 0.838 newtons. Okay. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, hey, do I have to tear this sensor also? Yeah, yes, you do. I forgot to show that at the beginning. So you got to go here, and when the keys or whatever you're hanging on the force sensor is not on the force sensor, when you just have your force sensor just at rest, you can tap on the red box here, and then you can you can zero it, right? So I have just zeroed it. Now, because I have zeroed it with my keys on, that means you're going to have to zero it without keys on, right? So do not use the force sensor without zeroing it. I mean, you could, because you're probably going to be interested in relative forces rather than absolute forces, but it would look weird. You would get weird readings. Now, do you want to zero it with the force sensor in a horizontal position, or do you want to zero it with the force sensor experiencing gravity already in a vertical position? I don't know. I guess you might want to discuss that. Thanks very much. Bye.